Welcome everybody, this is episode 42 of my Technic playthrough. We left off last time after getting the quarry connected from over where the quarry is through stone transport pipes with a bit of speed up through the gold ones to try and get it here a little bit faster, and we created ourselves a nice large chest to store it in. As you can see, we've got a wee bit of iron coming in and a wee bit of copper, some coal, some of the sort of the reasonably okay stuff at the top level of the layers of the earth. So we've got a wee way to go before we get any sort of decent stuff out of there. Hopefully we get some diamond and some redstone, some sapphires and rubies and all sorts of stuff. So that'll be really good to have. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, as I said, I'm going to create ourselves another level above. And what we're going to do is try and move some of these machines, or some functional machines here, up into the roof with a sorting system so that we can have all of this stuff here that's coming in quite happily sorted and done. And to do that again, I'm also going to go ahead and create, let's go some cobblestone actually. I'm going to go ahead and create ourselves a way to get up and down there nicely as well. I'm going to make cobblestone as my temporary scaffolding because, actually no, I'm going to go ahead and make scaffolding itself because that's something that is really underused in this game. I don't see enough people using it, and people may not know you can actually do it and how useful it is. I've already got plenty of wood, so let's go ahead and turn some of this wood into sticks, sufficient of wood at least, and then some of this into sticks, and that should do us. Now we bring up the transmutation tablets crafting table, sorry, philosopher's stones crafting table. I'm going to go ahead and split it out. I'm only going to make a small amount. I'm not going to make too many because I'm not going to need that many yet. 8 should be good. 8 sets of 16. So 2 stacks of 64, in fact that's way more than I expected to get, and I'm very happy about that. Now the good thing about scaffolding is, if we go ahead and chop out this one here, and again I need to make myself the chainsaw, I've got to get around to doing that at some point in time. So if I go ahead and place one of these, I can't place it up there, which is perfectly fine, and if I go and place it at the bottom here, now I can do like any other block and I can place one on top of that, which is all well and good. But when you've got a very, very tall building, which I don't have yet, and you want to get some system to be able to get at the top, if you go ahead and you not right click, break that one away. Oops, come on, thank you very much. If you go ahead and left click at the bottom, you'll see that it actually puts one at the top. And the best thing about it as well is that the easiest way to get rid of it is to break the bottom one out, and every one of them will fall down. So it's a very, very handy system. As I say, really underused. I don't see many people using it for building. But that will give me a way. And it's just like a ladder. You can climb up and down it. The one downside is you can't hold shift. I'm holding shift at the moment, and it does not hold like a ladder. There are no rungs to hold onto. You need to move all the way up or come all the way down. Plus the other downside to it as well is that you have to be very careful with walking onto it, because if you walk too far, you will actually fall and hurt yourself. So what you need to do with that is you need to try and make it so that you can either walk into it like so. Oops, I didn't do it quite right. So walk into it and then you'll go down. Or the other way to do it is to hold down shift, walk right up to the edge of it as hard as possible, and then let go of shift, and you will be on the right point. So that's just something to be aware of. But that's perfect for what we need at the moment. Nice easy way to get up and down. And so I've now got to figure out what I want to do with this. So give me a few minutes and I will figure out how I'm going to do this, and I will come back to you. Okay, just trying to plan it out a little bit to find out what I'm going to do here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put a nice arched roof on this place. So give myself plenty of space inside to be able to make machines and stuff and run cables in the close edges and stuff there. And I'm going to use... I'm probably going to go ahead and find out how much brick I've got. I might see about using brick stairs. I think I've got brick stairs available to me, haven't I? That's a vanilla item. Brick stairs. Brick stairs might be the way to go. So let's go ahead and see what sort of stuff we've got. Oops. We have clay floating around somewhere. There's some clay there. We have some brick over in here as well. So I'm just wondering which is the easiest way. Do I cook it up, or do I just go ahead and learn... Ah, look at that. That's nice and handy. So if I go ahead and target that, and chuck my Klein star, which I have misplaced. No, there it is. Not a lot of EMC in it though, so let's go ahead and grab out... Oops, I'm grabbing stone now. Right, we've got... Let's see what we can do with this. Let's chuck in that, and there should be plenty of brick, I think. Pull it out so it becomes non-branded EMC. I wish I could find out why my shift right click is not working for bring out stacks out of this table, but we'll cope with that. Okay, so there we go. There should be plenty for the moment. Let's go ahead and turn those into stone bricks. How many do I get from that? 16, definitely not enough. Now, I guess I should probably check, can I learn those? I can learn those. So that was a bit of a waste of time. If I go and pop one of those in there, and now I should be able to bring out the bricks themselves. It'll be a bit faster chewing through EMC, but that's all well and good. And I guess I probably didn't even need to do that either, because if I go ahead and bring up my transmutation tablet again, select the unit first, and if I go and make myself one pair of stairs. Now, EMC is a very nice way of doing things. Transmuting things is very lovely. Very fast way to make everything you want. And I chuck one of those in there, after I learn it, of course. And then I will go and charge up my stuff. I should have a bit more Mobius fuel. I do. Lovely. So, I'm just going to grab probably a small amount. I'm not going to grab too many, because I want to find out... 12k of EMC should be plenty of it. So let's just grab, say, another 20 or 30. Let's go 30 more. So I have 33 of them. It's an odd number, but never mind. And what we're going to do is sleep through the night, just in case I get attacked. I should probably close the door now that I've got a hole in my roof. And we're going to go ahead upstairs, and I'm going to lay down some of this and just see what it looks like as a roof. I don't want to go ahead and do the entire roof and then realize I don't like it. Normally I would use wooden stairs or cobblestone stairs, because it makes it look like either a wooden roof, but then the house becomes very much covered in wood. Or the other option, as I say, is the cobblestone one. Cobblestone kind of looks a bit like a... best way to say it, a bit like a shingled roof, possibly, is the best way to say that. Now, I'm also going to have to do something about the centre here. I don't want to go too high and make the roof like nice and pointed, because it just gets too tall. So let's go down and grab that other one I just lost off the side, which I dropped down to here. There we go. Now let's just see, how does that look? Stone brick with the wood... Not really loving it, to be honest. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if you can transmute these back and forward. Never tried this before. No. It would be nice if you could transmute back and forward between stone brick and wood and that, but then I guess you'd probably have an unfair advantage of getting the EMC, I guess, maybe. Well, unless maybe I need more EMC to be able to do it, because the EMC values are different. No. Just thought I'd give it a try. You never know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it the cheaper way, which is grab a few stacks of this. And I'm going to bring up my transmutation tablet. I'm going to have to clear my inventory in a second, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go cobblestone. I should have... I'm missing one. I'll have to do half the stack at the moment. Let's just do a fair chunk of it. There we go, that should be enough. So now if I go ahead and do this again, I'm going to pop back upstairs again to the roof, and I'm going to go and do it on this side instead. I'm also going to be a bit cheeky this time as well, because I want to be able to put up along the edge here as well, and I couldn't do that properly before. So let's just go ahead and drop one down here, and let's go stand up on here. And that will give me a chance to get down here nice and easy without having to worry about falling off or putting them the wrong way around. And now I'm going to go ahead and jump. I put one there. And let's see how this looks from a distance. I think this is probably going to look a nicer method, because it's what I'm used to doing. I can't hold shift on stairs. Note to self. Okay, let's get back up close and let's see if we can put these up here. Yep, that's one. I'm going to have to get these out of the way. Give me a few seconds, guys. Sorry about this. You know what? Do this the proper way. One there. I'll go one there and one there. I'll break this one here out, and then I should be able to go up here, and I should be able to just, whoops, because these ones here are side by side, I should be able to go ahead and place one on the top here, which gives me a nice surface area to be able to walk on. And that's well and good. Now you can generally put one off the edge in different directions to give yourself a nice big platform, but you can't go further than one. Okay, my bad. Okay, that's new. I thought you could only go one out. Must be able to go 3 out where there is a supporting beam on there. There's no supporting beam on this one, which means I can only go 1 out from there. So diagonally I can only go 1, straight out I can go 2. That's all well and good. It gives me plenty enough space to be able to work in. And as you can see, holding shift on these, I can't fall off, unlike stairs. So we go ahead and lay this down here like so. And I put that the wrong way around. I wonder if I can do it against the thing here. Too low. There we go. Now I'll just quickly break my way down a bit lower. And break out that one. And now we can go down to the bottom, and as I say, the cool thing about it is you saw that big stable platform I was working on, break the bottom ones out on each of them, and the entire thing comes crashing down, and I just pick up the pieces and I can reuse them again later. Now let's just have a look and see how that sort of roofing system is going to look, and see whether or not I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think the cobblestone roof is going to look a lot nicer. Let's just grab another crystal here. Yeah, I'm going to go with a cobblestone roof, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Definitely fits better with that, but I might also go ahead and change one layer of this stuff into the dark wood just to give it a framed border, and that should be good. Okay, I'm going to get the roof completely on, and then once I get close to the end, as I'm finishing off, I will come back and I'll show you the progress. So I will be back in a little while. Okay guys, been working hardcore through the night trying to get this all sorted. We have got a major chunk of it done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to match up the stones in here to be able to, sorry, it's not stones, the stairs in here to try and make it so that it actually blends in nicely. I've also decided that I'm going to go ahead and use slabs themselves rather than, I don't know why I did it that way. I've kind of made it very difficult to get back up onto the roof when I jump down, so I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a temporary pathway around here to get on the roof. I'm going to use stone slabs to be able to fill in the other parts of the roof. Now the downside with using cobblestone stairs or any kind of stairs is the fact that because they've got the bit of the block missing, they actually let a lot of light through, so I might go ahead and change it at a later stage to make it thicker so that way it will be less of an issue. But I'm going to go ahead and no, I'm not going to go do that. Not happy with the fact that that is, you know what I'll do, sorry, I've quick thought and I know what I'll do. I want to make sure that it's half slabs because that way mobs won't spawn on it, but because I can't place them at the top like so, at this height here, I'll just go ahead and place them on top like that. So we'll give ourselves a cover to the roof that mobs can't spawn on. Now that should connect directly to the, look at that, nice and smooth. And I'll go ahead and knock out those two there for the moment. I have to find something else to put into there. Oh, that was lucky. Again, stone stairs, you can't really crouch and stay on them. Now this part here is going to be slightly trickier, so I'm going to go ahead and do it here. And I'm not sure if I'm 100% going to like this style, but it means that I'm not going to have to put torches up on here, which would be kind of nice. See, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way along, so I will come back to you once I've done that. Give me a few minutes, guys. Wow, okay, I thought I had more than I was going to need, but I certainly don't have enough, so I'm going to have to go ahead and make some more. Now, if you don't know how to make those, then it might be a good idea to go for a crash course in vanilla Minecraft, but bring up the transmutation tablet, philosopher's stone, I will get it right one day, and chuck those 3 along like that, and grab out a stack and a half of slabs. let's just head back upstairs. Just going to finish this off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my redstone, probably my ruby one if I can get that out, if I can find that, because it will save me using up the diamond one. Although I have coalescence dust to be able to make it higher level. Oh! The kitty's getting motion sickness. Betcha he's seeing things spinning around. It's probably the same as what I saw in Discovery one time with elephants and stuff getting this fruit that turns to alcohol and they all get drunk. So he's probably getting all nauseated like as if he was drinking. Right, so that's the main chunk of the roof completed. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop back down here again. Just give me a second. And we're going to go over to the red power chest, and I should have my ruby handsaw. I'm going to go ahead, and I don't need many of these left. I think made too many, so I'm just going to drop that into there. Just give me some EMC back, and I'm just going to quickly steal it back into my Klein Star. That's the good thing, is you can recycle this quite well. How are we getting on here? Mostly still cobblestone, so it still hasn't got deep enough yet. And we've got a bit more of the EMC. So now what we're going to need is we're going to need some more cobblestone. And this is where red power comes in really, really good, because obviously vanilla blocks, there's very limited stuff you can do with them. So let's head back outside here. Cheeky, make a little step there. Okay. Now we want to blend these corners in as nice as possible. So let's go ahead and grab our ruby handsaw. I'm going to grab our piece of cobblestone, drop it at the bottom, and chop it in half. Now I'm going to go ahead and place that against the side there, and I'll do the same here. I'm going to go ahead and chop up a few more of these, and I think you can probably see where I'm going with this. Let's go 4, let's go 16 half of them. 16, how the hell did I get it? 4, oh damn it, 16, my maths is really bad. Oop. Let's go into here and grab my saw again. Thank you, sir. Or saw. Right. Now, I've got the one there, and I'm going to go ahead and put another one on the edge here, like so. Another one on the edge there, like so. Now, the next step is to chop what's left, these 6, in half this way, to give me slab strips. So now I've got slab strips. Now that one doubled, so when I had 6 I ended up with 12, which is what I expected, even though I didn't say it. I'm going to place these down the bottom of each of these holes. And as you can see, it's starting to get to the point where it looks like it's going to blend in quite nicely, but we've still got these holes. One more to go there, and that one's all sorted. That one's fine at the moment like that. So what I'm going to do is take these 8 left, and I'm going to cut them in half again this way to make them into corners. And throw my saw away again. And now what I can do is I can go ahead. That one there's actually okay, I'm going to have to take that one out because that's a solid step, and I'm going to have to fix that up, but never mind. In fact, I can do that. Probably do that now actually. So let's take that out of there. And let's go ahead and join 4 of these back up together. And 2 of those back together. Still need 2 more of those. So as you see, I'm just putting them back together in the same way that I cut them apart. I put my stone slab flat along the bottom. And I'm going to put a half slab like that, and then a dot like that. And now you can see that that blends in, and you can't even tell that it was, unless you're close up here and you can see the actual lines. And the rest of these dots are just going to go into these little holes here, like so. And there we go, we've got a nice merging, and you can walk up and down it like as if they were proper steps in the roof, just like that. Isn't that lovely? So I'm just going to go ahead and finish that off. I'm going to do this other side over here as well, and I'll clear this up and get this sorted, and I will be back once I've done that. Right, and just placing in the last piece, and there we go. Now from a distance you probably can't even tell that the roof has even got anything wrong with it at all. In fact, this is starting to look quite nice. And this is the The other best thing about this is the fact that I can turn around and say that you cannot say I live in a box now. Certainly not living in a box. This is actually starting to look quite nice. I need to patch up some of the wood in there and that, which I'll do that off camera, I think. But I think that's probably about as much as we're going to get done today. I might try doing one last thing quickly before end of the episode, and that is to quickly get some sort of power generation for this unit here. And at the moment we're just going to do a very, very simple power generator for it. We're not going to go ahead and just make a generator itself, but what we are going to do is make another unit that's slightly higher with that. So let's grab some tin. So we're going to grab some wire, which we've got 3 here, and I don't think we need any more than that. We've got to get some. Well, we've got enough redstone, so let's go ahead and make ourselves, as what you probably already realised I'm going to make. I'm going to make myself a battery. So 2 redstone in the middle and the wire on the top, and voila, a battery. We need to go and grab ourselves the 8 refined iron. Pop that into here and make ourselves a machine block. And we've still got cobblestone, so let's make ourselves a a cobblestone furnace, machine block in the middle, and a battery on the top. Makes ourselves a generator. And what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a geothermal generator. I haven't found lava yet, but I'm going to go ahead and find some shortly. Let's just quickly bring up the recipe for this. So we need 2 more refined iron, 2 empty cells which we've got, and some glass. So we're looking pretty good for that. Let's go and grab our empty cells from the wrong side of the room again. We need 2 of those. We've got the generator. What else do we need? We needed glass, which we put over here, I think. No, where did we put glass? I did put glass down somewhere. Glass, there we go. And 2 more refined iron, which is over in the chest over here. So, we have 2 refined iron, generator, 4 glass, and 2 empty cells. Geothermal generator. And we are going to need some more cabling. I need at least 1 more piece of cable. So I need to grab, do I have copper on me? Nope. 3 copper. 6 rubber. And we go ahead and make ourselves that thing. We've got ourselves a few extra wires, that's brilliant. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I don't even know why I keep changing to my drill. Again, I'm sorry, I do apologise, I'm going to say it again. I will go ahead and make myself up a chainsaw in the next episode, so we can stop having to worry about that. And we'll pop those like that. Geothermal generator can just pop on top of here, and at the moment I can't power that with anything because I haven't got any lava. But once I go and get some lava, I should be able to go ahead and power this thing up here, this unit. Now there's no interface for it, it just takes a charge. So we should be all good there. Okay guys, just realised that what I was just saying there a second ago about the fact that I need to go and find lava is actually not much of a point, and that was a bit of a silly run around in circles for a few seconds there. I don't actually need to go hunting for lava because I know exactly where there is lava. I've already been down there a few times and I was trying to get it. So I'm just going to pop down and grab myself some lava cells. I'll be back once I've picked those up. Okay, so there's a couple of ways of getting lava, and one of the ways of doing it is just as everyone would know, a bucket where you can go ahead and collect it, and there's another way you can do it, which is these lava, or these empty cells. Now, some people go ahead and use machines to go and put the lava into there and pump lava all over the place, but what you can do is the same as a bucket. You can just right click on the source blocks and go ahead and collect up the lava. So we don't need a great deal, but I'm going to try and get a bit of it. And the cool thing as well is that if you go and do this, you're grabbing the source blocks and you can see what's below them. So occasionally, if you get lucky, you might find diamonds. Right, so there we go. If we have 32 lava cells, which should be a good amount for us to start with. And we are going to head back up the way we came, so I'll come back to you once we get back to the top of the stairs. Okay, that didn't take too long for you guys. Took a bit of a painstaking jumping for me. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop these lava cells into here. Now I believe the capacity in here should hold about 16 cells. I'm not sure how many that was, to be honest. Right, so we've now got full power, and that's doing nothing much else there. Now this thing here won't be doing anything at all because it's not activated. But if we go ahead and grab ourselves a redstone torch, I did have some, or did I use them all? Okay, let's make ourselves another redstone torch. You can never have too many of them. Where did I put my wood? I put my wood there, so one stick. Actually, let's do it with a lever instead. So I need a piece of cobblestone instead. And we'll pop that into my crafting slot. Make a nice lever. And I'm going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3. So it should actually be. Going to have to do some patch up work after this, but it should be all good. And there it goes there. Pop that onto there and turn that on. Whereabouts did I put that dirt? Piece of wood. Oh, my redstone torches are right on my hotbar. Blind as a bat. Right. That should be enough to have that going. Now, theoretically, if I walk onto this, I should go... Maybe not. What's going on there? Do I not have that connected to it? Okay, that's interesting. Cable isn't connecting to it. Let's see, does it have to be connected to the bottom? No. Why is the electrolyzer not connecting to the wire? This is the first time I've come across this problem. I know exactly what I've done wrong. The electrolyzer is not the one I'm wanting. I'm wanting the magnetizer, which is this one here, which is redstone, iron fences, and that. Let's go ahead and quickly create ourselves one of those. I feel like an absolute noob. The electrolyzer is one that you use to expand the capacity of bat boxes. I think might work, but it's normally used more for actually that's a perfect idea. We'll go ahead and check that. Let's see if it's going to work. So let's go ahead down here. We don't need that here, so let's go ahead and put this in. Now I'm going to test out this lossless mode. So holding down M, lossless wrench mode is enabled, and it used not very much power. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that one can't break, so maybe it didn't use any power at all. I'm going to go ahead and pop this unit directly on top of my bat box, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a little bit more tin, which I've got here. So let's just make ourselves another 32, I think it was. That would end up coming out with 8 pieces. So 2 pieces, 2 times 16, 32. Just going to pop outside quickly. Hopefully nothing attacks me. It's a shark. He's going to attack me. No, it's a dolphin. Yay. Just going to quickly fill up these things. It's the same thing as the lava. You just right click on water instead and they become water cells. Oh, I love how he changed the clay from being that yellow one with little specks of clay in it. That was ridiculous. The new clay definitely looks a lot nicer. Right, so we've got our water cells. So if we go and pop our water cells into this side here, is that doing it? Yes, see how it's taking the power out of the unit there? It is slowly turning the water cells into electrolyzed water cells. Now that's probably actually going to drain that machine. But what we do is we'll go ahead and sleep through the night. Sorry, this is taking an awful lot longer than I expected, but I'm actually quite happy with doing this. I do want to get the magnetizer going, so we'll do that now, and we'll do the other little part as well, and then we will call it the end of the episode. So I'm going to go over here and grab some more peat. I should probably be actually putting some more bog earth in there to keep that production going. Let's jump in here and grab some. We've got tons of it. let's go and chuck that into here. And there we go. Alt click to chuck it all in there one go. So we have got iron fences left, which is fine. We need to grab some refined iron, and it was a machine block. Oops. At the bottom, two of the no, it was a machine block in the middle, one at the bottom, one at the top, and some redstone around the sides. Now that one there will give me the magnetizer. Now the magnetizer is the one that drops down into here. We'll place that, once we get rid of the dirt, we'll place that there. We'll pop the redstone the lever there, pop that on, chuck the wire onto there. Now that's got power. Sweet, that's what we wanted to see. Dirt to get out. Sorry, I'm doing a bit of over commentating at the moment. Right. Now theoretically I have got, if I go and take the boots off and I walk up to this thing, nothing's going to happen. Nothing is all going to happen. Now I'm assuming bronze boots is fine. Now if I walk over to here and now step against it, oh, look at that. Immediately took me up. Now if I drop down there and walk up against it again, yay! It's taking me up. So a nice fast way to get up and down this thing here. The thing is, if you get too close, you get stuck on it. So that's all well and good. I might have to do something about boots at some stage too, to get some better ones. So now I can get rid of this part here, because I don't need this anymore. And I can get up and down here anytime I want. I went right to the actual edge here. I could have gone only up to about here and stepped off, but it just looks nicer. So we pop down here again. So the final thing left to do is to check this here. And as you can see, it's definitely grabbing some more energy. It's drained the entire... No, it hasn't drained the entire lot. It must be very slow. But what we can do now is we can chuck some more peat into here. This will keep the bat box full. It'll fill up all these cells and they'll become electrolyzed, and then when this thing runs out of juice, the power from those will start going back into water cells and sucking the power back into here. So nice, good, renewable resource of power. Well, not renewable, but a nice way of expanding the amount of battery storage we've got at the moment. We've got another generator over here with some power for this thing. That should only run when it's needed. I don't know if this thing ticks away slowly at power or not, to be honest. Has got a little bit of power there lost, so it might slowly take it away. So once it gets low enough, once it uses that, I might actually have to put some sort of a backpack or a button or something to turn it on and off. Okay guys, so one last thing just before we end this episode is I'm going to pop over here while everyone burns. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of pumpkins, and I'm going to try my luck at a little bit of horsey breeding. I'm going to make sure it's done off camera so you guys don't have to see any sort of hanky-panky. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to give this, and I hope these two aren't boys, I think I gave them both boyish names. Sprinkles, yeah. So feed you one of those and feed you one of those, and let's just leave you to it. I have no idea if they're going to be in the right sort of environment. I think they need to be in a smaller area than that, but we'll see how that goes. And let's just see if we can teach you this. And there we go. So, thank you very much guys for watching. All of our resources are coming in. We've got quite a bit of EMC building up from the collector. I can upgrade that soon, I think. House is getting there. It's now actually becoming a house rather than just a box. And yeah, so please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed and you're enjoying the series. And tell your friends about me. Catch you guys later.